Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports, and I am Marshall Green. 5 things I want to see from the New York Giants in their second preseason game against the New York Jets. Overall, a lot of good coming out of that first preseason game against the Bills. I think there's some players that can build on top of that. There's some players that maybe left some food on the table during that game, and we're going to dive into the 5 things that I want to see the most. But first, Patrick Seatman, former producer of this channel. He is now the host of the Jets Report here at Chat Sports. And he didn't even tell me this. He launched a sub-battle between Giants Now and the Jets Report. And I know this. Giants fans, 1, they look better than Jets fans. 2, they're more intelligent, and they just bleed their football team's blood a little bit more. If you want free videos every single day on the Giants and you want to show the Jets Report that Giants Now is the place to be, hit that subscribe button right now. All right, the number one thing everyone's watching for is Jaxson Dart. Like, rightfully so. First-round quarterback, guy that's being talked about as the franchise quarterback of this football team, and he had a hell of a performance against the Buffalo Bills. He was awesome versus them. And when you go back and watch the tape, there were things that I saw that had me even more hyped up than I was when I left the studio on Saturday watching that game. But there's always ways to improve. And there were some plays that I thought that he left on the table. I don't want to act like I'm trying to critique him. I'm not. He was awesome. He was better than we could have anticipated. There were some plays, though, where I thought when the pressure was in his face, his eyes went down a little bit. I want to make this abundantly clear. If Jaxson Dart would have made this throw, I would have been saying he should have been the starter week 1 against the Washington Commanders. You can see the top of the screen. Daquan Felton is circled at the bottom. He's butt naked. He's wide open. But there is pressure in Jaxson Dart's face. This is the play that he tucked and ran it up the middle for 19 yards. I am never, ever, ever going to complain about a 19-yard gain from my quarterback. Take that every single time. But there is a chance, potentially, for Dart to keep his eyes downfield, maneuver in the pocket like he did so well in that ball game, and throw that ball 45 yards down the field and let Daquan Felton run under that for a touchdown. Is it a lot to ask for? Absolutely. But you know what? I'm only asking for it because I know he's got it in him. He is going to be someone that can make that type of play. Nitpicking, no doubt about it. I just want to see him continue to show growth. Be a better quarterback than you were last Saturday against the Bills. Throw more of a catchable ball on that pass to Fedoni, running that dig route from the backside where he was working the high-low on the other side and went on his reads. Take care of the ball. Let's not get it batted at the line of scrimmage 2 times. Like, as I see Joseph Santiago in the chat being a little too critical here. If you think this is me being critical, you're never going to like this channel. You can just stop watching right now. I think he could be better. And you know what Jaxson Dart said? He said his game was mid. 6'7", 6'7". He even thinks that he can get a little bit better. So, Joseph, toughen up or kick rocks, my man. Show your rookie quarterback some love. Hit that thumbs up icon. He was awesome. I don't know how many more times I have to say that. But he can be better. He even said so. Just continue to be better. Grow every single time you get on the football field. That's the job of a quarterback. I also want to see Deontay Banks making a play. 1 play. Make a play on the football. Show off some of those ball skills. If you have any. And can you turn around? Can you turn around on the football? Deontay Banks is one of the biggest X factors on this football team. I have a huge concern about CB2, the second cornerback on the opposite side of Paulson Adebo. That should be Deonte Banks. First-round pick. Has had some moments in this league. He's in a position battle. But I need to see a play. Got beat a couple times by Josh Palmer against the Buffalo Bills. Didn't get his head turned around on a play where the guy made a one-handed catch. Just wasn't able to get his feet down. Sure, it was tight coverage. Tight coverage isn't a problem for Deonte Banks. It's the ability to track, locate the ball, and make a play on the ball. It's not often that a starter plays the full first half of preseason game number 1. He was the only starter that did that. Brian Daboll was asked why. He said because he needed the reps. Go out and make a play. And let's change that depth chart from Banks or Flott to Deonte Banks. Because if he is good, if he can live up to the first-round pick that he was, it just takes this Giants ceiling to another level. 2 good corners, 2 good safeties, 4 elite pass rushers, and 2 good inside linebackers. You're going to have a top 10 defense, maybe even a top 5 Deonte Banks plays like he's supposed to. I need some juice from Darius Alexander. A lot of people have been coming at me on Twitter because I reposted his film from Nick Filato against the Buffalo Bills, and I said, this is not the player that I saw at Toledo. And everyone with the greatest response, well, no shit, it's not Toledo anymore. Yeah, obviously. If you're like, well, it's the Buffalo Bills. Well, it's not the Buffalo Bills. The people that were on that offensive line in the third and fourth quarter, they're not going to be NFL players in 2 weeks. And there was a goose egg for tackles, a goose egg for pressures, a goose egg for tackles for loss, goose egg for QB hurries, goose egg for QB hits. Darius Alexander needs to show me something against the Buffalo Bills. He does. Like, I understand he was a third-round pick, but he was the first pick in the third round. I understand that he went to Toledo, a smaller school, but he also got picked in the third round for a reason. He dominated at the Reese's Senior Bowl this year. I'm not asking for this guy to be an all-world player year one, but he needs to be a contributor. And how about you go and make a play, 91? You had a sack in joint practice against the New York Jets on Tuesday. I heard you were good again on Wednesday. Let's translate that to the game. Show me some juice on Saturday. Go make a play. Because if you can be a player, you already know 97's the best in the league. You know 51's going to be playing like his hair's on fire. You know Kayvon Thibodeau and Brian Burns are going to bring it. The Giants have a need at defensive tackle number 2. That should be Darius Alexander. If that can be him, that can change the way this defense plays on a week-in, week-out basis. So I want to see 91 give me something on Saturday against the big bad Jets. Just kidding. They're not big, but they are bad. Got a couple more players I want to talk about, things I want to be watching for, and I want you guys to watch for. But go to this link, chatsports.com/bigbluesale. That's chatsports.com/bigbluesale. This shirt, it's on sale. Nike, Giants, on sale. Get it today. That way you're ready for week 1 when the New York Giants upset the Commies on TV. Marcus Mbow, as well as Evan Neal. At the time of recording this video, we do not know if the starters are playing. I believe they are. We also don't know if Evan Neal is playing. If I knew Evan Neal was playing, he'd be the number 1 thing on this list of things I want to see. Him play football. So there's that. I want to see him play. And if he plays, I want to see him play well. But Marcus Mbow, I am officially all in on the Marcus Mbow hype. I just bought in bulk Marcus Mbow Kool-Aid. I believe he could be the steal of the draft. He was a player that was being mocked in the 2nd round, fell to the 5th round, and he was awesome against the Buffalo Bills. An 81.2 pass block grade, just 1 pressure allowed. Can get better in the run game, but his athleticism, the way he plays light on his feet, the balance, the football IQ, the punch power, he's already a good pass blocking lineman in this league. And if he can do it again against the Jets, I think we have to start a conversation of who should be the swing tackle of this team. Is it James Hudson or is it Marcus Mbow? That's where I'm at on that. I believe in Mbow. I think he's extremely talented. I think maybe asking him to be a starter in year 1 still may be a little bit of a reach, but this time next year, he might be your starting right tackle. Jermaine Illuminor is a free agent after this year. Are the Giants going to pay him big money? I don't know. I would love to have that problem of if we should need to decide if Illuminor needs a lot of money. But there's a world where Marcus Mbow could be the starting right tackle of the future for this team. And with Andrew Thomas, hopefully, knock on wood, fingers crossed, ready to go week 1, Mbow can be in competition with James Hudson to be that swing tackle. I don't even mind seeing him potentially get some reps with the first team offense this week. Another thing I'm looking at is what wide receiver steps up this week. We don't know if Jalen Hyatt's playing. He practiced on Wednesday, but only did individual stuff, meaning he only did drills with the wide receivers, Indy. And then he didn't participate at all. He's working on the side with trainers. We've seen little Jordan Humphrey make some plays. Bo Collins has been a player throughout training camp that has been brought up repeatedly. Can he be the next UDFA wide receiver the New York Giants signed. Gunnar Olszewski has been making plays since he rejoined this squad. Is Dalen Camber going to make some plays? Well, Daquan Felton, he was open deep last game. Is Zach Pascal going to be that player? There is an opportunity for a wide receiver to go and earn a job. Montreal Washington had some big plays against Buffalo Bills. He also left some money on the ground. 2 third-down drops. Someone step up. Someone make a play. Opportunities are there. Neighbors is making the roster. No shit. Wan'Dale Robinson and Darius Slayton are making the roster. I think Jalen Hyatt's making the team. You're keeping 6 receivers. I think Amir Smith-Marsette's going to be one of them. There's one more spot open. Who is going to step up and claim that roster spot? What wide receiver is going to make a play? We are going to be live on the channel, hopefully seeing all of them making a play. So subscribe and turn notifications on and join us at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live an hour before kickoff. Some other things I'm potentially looking for. Can Russell Wilson, if he plays, lead a scoring drive? Do we get anything out of the young safeties? Does someone like Dane Belton make a play? Does Tyler Nubin make a play? A lot of fun stuff to look forward to for this game, and I'm pumped up about it. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram at @MarshallGreen_. I'm posting, I'm tweeting every day about your New York Football Giants.